Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 145 of Sonic Boom TV, a record store day closer look at Mr. Big. Mr. Big. We'll be unraveling this in a second. Okay, so Mr. Big. I really liked Mr. Big back in the day, whenever this came out in the late 80s, probably. This one looks like 89, it says. So 89, I like this album. Their next album, which I bought on last year's Record Store Day. This one got pushed back for some reason. And their third album, I think, is Hey Man. That one was good. And I kind of lost track of them. And I just recently started finding them. And I found my library has a couple of their albums to download. But you can do like 10 songs a week. So I've started getting a couple of those. And I'll see how they're doing nowadays. I know they're still around. I don't know who's in the band anymore, but and they still put out records and albums and stuff like that. So anyway, I always had the cassette of this, Mr. Big. This was I got this one through BMG, I believe, which is weird because a lot of the BMG ones didn't have the name on the side like that. They just had like black and white. But I remember getting this and loving it. I don't think anybody I knew was into them until the second album when I'm the one who wants to be in love with you, or whatever that song is. That hit song for them, blew up and they became famous. Anyway, this came in its own plastic sleeve. It's one of those sticky kind, which I don't like very much, so I don't know that I'm going to keep it in this. Yeah, it's I don't like that. But anyway, I bought this at Euclid Records again in New Orleans, $36.99. It says Record Store Day Collector's Edition, 3,500 copies, includes the smash hits "Addicted to That Rush," "Rock and Roll Over," "Anything for You," 180 gram solid blue vinyl, using high-res digital transfers from the original analog masters, including individually numbered sleeve jacket with a double-sided insert. And that barcode right there is a guitar. Kind of cool on that. It probably scans. And there's a regular barcode on the back. Back cover. You can see my number. My limited edition number of 3377 of 3500. The last one I got, I think they did it was 5,000, and I got number 500 because it was only supposed to be 500, and it wasn't number 500, it was under 500. And so I thought that was kind of cool because the original thought of it was to do 500, and then I guess the interest got so big they had to delay it and print more, and mine was still in the original 500. So we got the front cover. Always thought that was a kind of a cool cover. We got the band members, Pat Torpey on drums, Eric Martin on vocals, Billy Sheenan on bass, and Paul Gilbert on guitar. All really good guys, as far as musicians go and stuff like that. Not good guys that I know, but I mean good musicians. Okay. I never owned this on CD for some reason either. We've got your insert. Not too great for what they advertised there. It's just black and white lyrics. That's it. Double-sided black and white lyrics. Some liner notes. Could have done better than that, guys. Or record company. And then the record itself, I do believe this is going to be out again later. It won't be this colored. Now this is blue. This is a deep blue. Like, it looks a little lighter when I hold it against the light like that, but when I'm looking at it like flat, well, you can kind of see how dark it looks when I hold it flat. So that I don't have any record this color at all. So that's interesting. It has their logo on that thing. It looks blue. It looks black when I'm looking down at it, but it looks blue when I hold it up to the light. So who knows? It's not transparent. But very cool. The Addicted to That Rush was the first song I ever heard. And then Wind Me Up was the other one. Blame It On My Youth is good. and yeah, Anything for You is what they meant. That's the ones I remember a lot. I haven't listened to it in a while because, like I said, it's the only thing I have it on is cassette, and I really rarely listen to cassettes just because they're a hassle to get to. I have a few that are out that are just happen to be sitting up there because I use them in other videos, and that's why that one was readily available. But I still hadn't listened to it in a while. I don't have MP3s of it either, so. But anyway, this was my number 2 album that I wanted because I would like to get at least the first 3 on vinyl. And I don't know if the third one has ever been released or if it's being planned on a release. I don't see why they wouldn't. I'm sure these sold out. And if they're planning on putting a new pressing of it out on probably a different color vinyl, yeah, that's why I don't like this. It just doesn't heal up right. And it's probably going to stick to the back of the record. I'm going to try to put it in there, and this thing is going to eventually tear. That's why I'll put it in another sleeve later. Actually, I'm going to put it in another sleeve right after this. I'm not even going to bother. So that's it for this one. We'll talk to you with some more closer looks and openings and all that other stuff. And that's it.